Alright, so as a quick review, parallel lines have the same slope and they do not intersect, whereas perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals and they intersect at a 90-degree angle. So for this video, I'm going to be focusing solely on how to find perpendicular lines. So if you look at this slope here, if I have a slope of 3 over 2, the first thing I need to do is flip it. So I would flip it to make it 2 over 3 and make it the opposite sign. Same thing here, I've got negative 4 over 5, so I need to flip it. So the 5 is now going to be on top, and the 4 is now going to be on bottom, and it's going to be positive. So whatever the original sign is, whether it's positive or negative, the second slope or the perpendicular slope needs to be the opposite. So within your pair of slopes, you should have one slope positive, one slope negative, and then they should also be flipped. So that numerator should become the denominator, and the denominator should become the numerator. So our question below says, find the slope that is perpendicular to the line 4x plus 8y equals 12. Now we could do a whole bunch of different things with this. We could graph it, we could look at it, but the easiest thing is to put it first in y equals mx plus b form. So that way we can easily and quickly find that slope. So in order to do that, I've got to solve for y in terms of x. So I need to get y equals. This is the skill that we had on our last quiz. So the first step, I'm going to subtract 4x over. Again, I'm trying to get that y all by itself, so that's going to leave me with 8y equals negative 4x plus 12. Again, I cannot combine negative 4x and 12 because those are unlike terms. And then my very last step to get y by itself is to divide by 8. And again, we have to remember to divide each of those terms by 8. So my 8 is going to cancel. I've got y equals. I can go ahead and simplify negative 4 over x to negative 1 over 2x, negative 1/2 x, plus, and again, I can simplify this to 3 over 2. So in this form, my slope is negative 1 over 2. So if I want to find the slope that's perpendicular, I first have to know my starting slope. I first have to know the slope of the current line. Then I can do exactly what I did above. So because I've put this into y equals mx plus b form, I know that the coefficient of my x is the slope, that m. So my slope for this line is negative 1 over 2. So again, if I want to find the slope of a line that's perpendicular, I need to take that original slope and I need to flip it and make it the opposite sign, so it become positive. So it'd be positive 2 over 1, or you could simplify that to 2, but I would take either of these answers here to answer that question.